Welcome, my fellow gladiators, spectators, and warriors. This week we're weighing in at 193.6 pounds. Welcome to another episode of Awakening Hercules. Oh wait, are we not? Is it not cutting? Are we vlogging today? What is this, vlogging?
That is right, my friends. We are going to vlog today. And why are we vlogging? Well, it's because I've been very busy editing CT for the last, I think, 6 hours last night before I went to bed. Today I still have some more editing to do, so I figured instead of trying to edit Hercules and edit CT, I would vlog today, edit at the end of the night, and also get done with CT today. So in addition to bringing you guys along with me on a full day of competition prep, I also get to show you some of the foods that I eat. So for breakfast, I have the same thing every single day, and that's basically whatever fruits are available, plus spinach and bananas in a smoothie. So what we are going to start with is a little bit of spinach, and I generally just like to do about a large handful of it. It really doesn't matter if you overdo it. It's not that big of a deal, especially since someone like me actually likes spinach. Next, I have some super crispy apples. Lately, the apples have been really good, so I've been sticking with apples, but you can also do like a pineapple or a pear or whatever. Then I also have had some pretty good strawberries lately, so I'm just throwing 2 of these bad boys in there with the leaves on them still. Then, this is like my secret for smoothies. This is like the bomb. You just do about a tablespoon of raw cacao nibs, and they look like this. So they look like little chocolate chips kind of, but believe me, they're not sweet like chocolate chips. They're very bitter, but when you mix them with a bunch of sweet stuff like a fruit smoothie, they turn into a chocolate chip because the sweetness takes care of that bitterness and makes it just taste like you have chocolate in your smoothie. Next up, I'm gonna take 1 frozen banana sliced into pieces, add it in there. If you slice it into pieces before you freeze it, makes it a lot easier to blend. The frozen bananas adds that actual smoothie texture and a little bit of thickness. Then we're gonna put a little bit of this My Protein brown rice protein. You could also use pea protein or a vegan blend of protein, whatever it is. I just personally like the brown rice stuff in a smoothie. I will say this stuff is not so exceptional just by itself with like almond milk, but in a smoothie, the texture does not bother or the flavor at all. It's really good. You can get this on myprotein.com. You can get a discount. I put the discount code and the link and all that stuff, all that good stuff in the description below. Then I'm gonna add a little bit of grapeseed extract. This is by MyProtein as well. MyProtein has a bunch of kind of just weird little extracts and ketones and raspberry little extracts. It's all sorts of weird stuff, right? So I like to get little random ones and then put them in my smoothies because I figure, hey, they can't be doing harm. They might not be doing good, but at least they can't be doing harm. And finally, we're gonna use almond milk as the base. This stuff is super good, super creamy, and once you get used to it, I just really like the flavor, and it has a lot of calcium, so that is really good. Then we blend. Okay, now that I got my morning shake in hand, it's 600 calories, by the way, for those that are interested. I'm back to the CT video. So I've been editing this for, like I said, about 5 or 6 hours. There's so many freaking cuts. These are all different camera angles up here and down here. It's the narration track. There's a lot going on. One of the hardest parts of actually making one of these CT videos is finding the music, because if you don't have the right music, it won't have the right feel. Here's a little clip, though, of maybe like the first 10 seconds of this scene.
When you get to me, then you can stop. But you gotta get to me.
Oh, this music though. You ready?
This is a race.
Ready for the break,
guys? First one to me wins. Are you ready?
Yeah. I'm ready, CT.
On your mark. Get set. Go!
And the music breaks right when he says go.
Come on. Flip.
I'm really happy with how this came out.
Flip.
What I have to do now is I have to color curve this, which means making like this actual image a different like brightness and contrast and sharpness, just to make it properly match the other camera angle and also just look good to the eye. And then I have to finish the thumbnails and the titling and whatnot. So I'm gonna be working on this right now, and then we're gonna go to the gym with Jonathan once he hits me up. Obese to Beast just got here. He's using the bathroom downstairs, but I have some new shoes I'm gonna wear for my leg day. Now these are called Ani, and I heard of these, as nature intended, I heard of these by Nick Wright. Then I contacted the company because I found out they have 100% vegan sourced materials. So these are actually vegan shoes, and I know that might be like, what, vegan shoes? A lot of shoes use like glue and a bunch of other stuff and like leather and all sorts of things like that. These are completely 100% vegan, which I think is dope. But also what's really cool about these is these are made for athletes and lifters and whatnot. These are completely flat bottom shoes, so they look a lot like the Vans that you've seen before, and a lot of people will they'll deadlift and squat and leg press and stuff in Chucks or Converse or Vans because they have a flat bottom. So these have a flat bottom. These are going to be my leg day shoes. I've worn these a couple times. They're super minimal. They're very like hard construction, but I really like the way that they feel, and we're gonna see how they treat me on this leg day. If you guys are interested in trying these out, there is a link and a discount code in the description below for you guys to try them out. I'm gonna let you guys know what I think after this leg day. What are you doing, you creepy creeper? You guys are always asking what I'm taking for my pre-workout. Right now, I honestly don't have a pre-workout that I'm like taking all the time. So I have like a bunch of different ones that I like switch between. And right now I'm gonna take this G Fuel Blood Orange. I'm gonna also pair it with a little bit of citrulline malate by My Protein and a little bit of some these two things in combination, if you add these two things to any pre-workout, legit, it'll bring it up so much.
Well, for pumping.
Yeah, the pump will be insane.
I will pump you up.
Freaking literally, I use these with any pre-workout. They're the bomb.
Even if it has 1,000 milligrams of citrulline in it.
Yeah, even if it already has those things.
More.
You can never overdo it.
It's like having insurance.
Ooh. So beauty.
Yay.
Yes, much gorgeous.
It is like fancy.
It's so weird looking, I swear. Oh yes, we are here at the gym. I am super happy. Have you guys ever seen a gym that requires you to pay for parking before you go in? Because that's what our gym does.
It's not the gym that does it, it's the city.
Don't you think that they should have like a little designated spot though that the city doesn't charge them for?
Yeah, but I mean, you can't really, like what, how are they, where would it be though here?
I don't know, man.
Yes, we will be in here longer than that, I'm sure.
Yeah, I know. We have to come back every single time and put more time on it. It's terrible. What's up, man?
Not much, another day of therapy.
Woo!
Another day of fitness 101.
Myron, my terrible outfit out of 10. I forgot to do my laundry, so I'm just wearing everything else that I have left, which is some leggings and some shorts and a handprint. And look at how buff he is. They always have such terrible music playing in these kind of gyms. They're just playing like some song that goes bleep, bleep, beep, boop, boop, beep, bloop, bleep, bloop, bleep, boop, 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 bloop.
Look at that,
okay.
Amazing.
No, for real, what I wanted to
so
show you guys is it's about to be leg day, so I do a lot of warm-ups. I don't always put them in the videos, but what I do is just dynamic warm-ups. So I do one for my hamstring, which is kicking up, and I just do this 16 times on both sides, and then I can do it again 16 times on both sides. So this is for the hamstrings. Then for the quads, I just do kind of like a skateboard kick and push like that.
Oh, yes.
This is for the quads, yes. Then after that, I like to do like a rotating, external rotation type thing for the like groin area, just to loosen it up. Both ways, I go out, and then I go in, just like that. Every single thing I do is 16 because I have OCD, so 16 is
do
the number.
17.
Yeah, if I did 17, I would have to do another 15 to get to the next 16.
Oh my gosh.
I have OCD really bad. And then the last thing I do is I do some air squats all the way down. Just come to the bottom, pause for a second, come back
Yeah,
up.
because everyone has that mobility to just do that super easy. You can literally, is your butt touching the floor?
I could almost, but no.
Jealous.
A little bit more. But yeah, so I just do a little bit of warm-ups, get my body ready, and then we go start exercise number 1.
What?
What are you?
What? Look at that.
That's terrible. Is that the recycling?
Yeah.
They should probably do that. This weight used to be a lot easier when I was bulking. That's something you should look forward to when you're cutting. You should know that the weight is gonna be a lot harder, and because your calories are lower, you're gonna fatigue a lot quicker, your pump isn't gonna be there as much, and water is way more important, because if you're dehydrated and you're underfed, you're gonna feel it. Leg day's gonna be out of breath. extremely quickly. I'm already sweating super hard. But the next exercise is a Bulgarian split squat. Essentially, you're just gonna grab 2 dumbbells or 2 plates, put one leg back on a bench or a box or something, put the other leg in front of you like you're gonna do a lunge, and then basically you're just doing one-legged lunges. And it really is really tough because of the balance you have to use, and just because it uses your entire leg, your quads, your hamstrings, and your glutes. It's very tough, but it's very awesome. Also, John is here lifting as well. He's just hitting back while I'm hitting legs, and he's killing it. He looks so freaking good, especially for being this far into the competition prep and for how many weeks we have left. He's looking very lean, and so much different than when he first started this cut at the top of his bulk. So we started with 7 sets on leg press, then we moved to Bulgarians. On Bulgarians, we did 4 sets on each legs. Now we're moving on to extensions and curls, so isolation exercises for the legs. And now, if you followed my leg days before, you know that I switch the domination on either quads or hamstrings every time. So this time, I'm gonna put more emphasis on my quads, so I'm going to do 8 sets of quads, and then I'm gonna do 4 sets of hamstring curls. Next time, I'll do 8 sets of hamstrings and then 4 sets of quads every single time I switch it up. And then finally, I finished out my workout with a little bit of some calves, some seated calf raises, and I did that for 5 sets of 16 reps. So that brings us to now. We are finished with our leg day. I don't often show you guys the stretches that I do, but I stretch after each workout, whatever muscle groups that we had lifted. Before you saw me before the workout, I did dynamic stretching, which means movement, but afterwards we do static stretching, and this causes plastic deformation in the muscles, which basically means that when you stretch your muscles, they don't come back to the same tightness. You stretch them and they become permanently more limber, more flexible. And something I want to make a point of for everyone, even if you don't lift, you should stretch, and you should also, at some point in the day, think and take deep breaths. I know that both of those things sound kind of weird, but your mind, your mental state gets stressed out, your body gets tense in certain ways, and by stretching and also by expanding your diaphragm and your entire chest as big as it can go, holding that breath, even trying to force a little bit more air into it, you can release a lot of tension in your back, you can cause your body to be a lot more relaxed, and just in general, it'll bring your stress levels down. I know it sounds crazy, man, but it's sort of like a mini meditation, and it will bring your stress levels down. I do it every day. I take those deep ass breaths, and it helps a lot. Also, I want to give you guys a quick review on the Anis. I don't really know how to honestly put like products in my videos without them sounding like product placements, like I'm selling out, trying to push stuff on you. But I'll tell you now that I will never put a product in my video that I haven't tried, that I don't think is cool, that I don't actually like and use myself, because I'm not about that. But I will tell you guys that if you do purchase these shoes, you will be helping me out. I will be getting paid from this. But honestly, I really like these shoes simply just because the base is so thin that I'm able to connect really hard with whatever exercise I'm doing, especially on leg days. Like the leg press felt like such a deep connection right to my heel. I was able to push directly off of it. Whereas when I wear like Nikes and those like free-form fitting shoes, they kind of have like a squishy bottom. It's not a hard sole, it's kind of squishy. So as I'm going, my foot is kind of wavering a little bit, and I'm having to kind of like correct that throughout the movement. These are great because they don't cause that, so I like them. If you like them, go ahead and check them out. If not, that's totally fine. I think me and John are about to do some posing practice. As you go throughout posing, you should record yourself so that you can keep nitpicking, but also the thing that I think is very important is a lot of people don't pose, you know, towards the end of the competition prep or towards the beginning, whatever. You need to pose through every sector of it, because when you start, you won't see a lot of the muscles in your body, so you'll just be trying, you'll just be trying. Then one day you'll be like, oh, I can see my serrates or my obliques or whatever, my upper chest. And then you'll be able to adjust the way that you're contracting and tightening your muscles so that you're hitting the pose correctly. But when you start, when you're like still kind of, you know, upper body fat, you're getting the idea down, and then as you're getting closer to your competition, you're getting the details down. I wave, then I hit my first pose, which I haven't fully figured out how to do, but I think I'm gonna do a little flare like this, and then lean back to the other arm, or the other hip. So start like this, move like that. The men's physique thing is like hugely about like flair and like movements and stuff. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna end my pose, and then once I know like this is the ending position, then I try to figure out like all the flary movement things, and then it's a quarter turn to the right. So I keep my left leg, which is the front leg, backwards, and my right leg, which is the back leg, backwards. Or backwards, forwards, backwards. You know what I'm saying, right? So I just kind of swivel. And then from there, this is where the flare comes in. I go like this. This is what I do. So I go from here, bring my hand up, do like an imaginary bicycle, come here, And because you're not allowed to flex when you're doing master physique posing, the flare is a great time to like stretch your tricep out, and you're getting ready for the pose, but you're also flexing your muscles so that the judges and everyone can see that you actually have granularity and conditioning and whatnot. So I'll switch, I'll go like this. I'll go switch, bicycle, and then I hit my pose. This hand is kind of like doing the same kind of a thing, and we're ending right here. And then we're gonna go to the back, hit the back, try to flex the tricep, try to get the rear delts and everything popping out. And then again, we're gonna switch quarter turn again. I have to take a step, move my foot back, and then do the bicycle, and then pull it up. And then I hit the front again, and then that's off stage. So as you can see, me and John are definitely not experienced posers. I've done this a million times, but that doesn't even bring the experience that I should have. There's people that know how to pose 100 times better than people who look 100 times better than them, and they will win because that posing is better. So practice, 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 practice. Keep taking videos, have your homie watch you, have him point out the very smallest things. Don't even worry about nitpicking too much because you cannot nitpick posing too much. We got some practice to do. But now that we're done with practice, we're gonna do a little bit, some cardio.
Kill me now.
I don't know if you guys sweat when you do cardio, but do you hear that? Every part of my body is covered in sweat. It's disgusting, I hate it. But I kind of love it at the same time. This week, just to update you guys on the cardio, we're doing 3 sessions of 25 minutes and 3 sessions of 30 minutes. So it's gone up since the last week. At this particular gym, there is no Stairmaster, so we're doing elliptical, but I generally do the stairs. And I recommend most people do the stairs because no matter what your intensity level is, the stairs will keep you intense, no doubt. Also, a lot of people ask me like what motivates me to do this prep, and especially what motivates me to get cardio done. Honestly, I'd say that just the idea of failing is such a crazy idea to me. Like, disappointing myself would be so embarrassing. Like, there's all these people that are watching and whatnot, but just knowing that like I could have done it, but I just let my mind tell me, you should eat some more calories today, or you should skip cardio. I feel like I can't control my own body, so I can't let myself not do cardio. That's it for cardio. I'm freaking exhausted. I cannot wait to go home, change this clothes out, get a shower, and eat because I am starving. Alrighty, so we are back at the house. I'm gonna make myself a little taco bowl salad type thing. So I've got my Caesar romaine lettuce from this Ready Pack, a whole container of it, which is really only 6 calories, so it's pretty dope. And then I put a little bit of some Lighthouse sesame ginger salad dressing on here, 2 tablespoons. Then I have for my protein source, Beyond Beef, these beef crumbles. I'm doing 2 servings of this. I'm doing 150 grams of brown rice, 1 or 2 servings of mushrooms, a serving of salsa, 130 grams of black beans. And then to help season this whole dish, I'm gonna put a lot of lime juice in here so it can kind of cook in there. And then I'm just gonna throw all of this right on top of the salad and it'll look like this.
Oh, yes. Very good.
Yes, taco bowl of doom.
Look delicious.
Oh, so hungry, baby. All right, my friends, this is what the bowl is looking like. I did add some enlightened broad beans. So these are just fava beans cooked in sunflower oil. Add some good crunch, like a crouton, but also some protein. This is really nice, like 7 grams per serving. So this is what it's looking like. It smells phenomenal. It's probably one of the better ones I've ever made. And I'm just excited to dig in because this contest prep has been digging on me a little bit. I'm pretty damn hungry right now. This entire meal is going to be 745 calories. For those of you that are wondering what app this is the MyFitnessPal app. It definitely helps with tracking your diet and stuff. So that leaves me with 1,481 calories remaining. And that puts me at 189 grams of carbs, 27 grams of fat, and 81 grams of protein for the day thus far, which is pretty good because now I have a lot of editing to finish doing for CT. Alright, baby, so I finished the CT Fletcher video. It is sending off. I didn't really account for my time very well, so I'm having to eat a little bit more of a snack, so I'm having another serving of these enlightened beans. But real quick, before I say anything else, I just want to show you guys the colors right now of the sunset. Just because you guys know that's one of my favorite things, man. I really do think that it's valuable for you to look at this kind of stuff and notice it, be aware of it. I think it just slows your mind down and helps you realize what's out there minus electronics. Anyways, I'm heading up to my friend's house. It's about 15-20 minutes away. I left a wired lapel mic with him a long time ago. Since then, I've been using a wireless lapel mic for like CT and stuff, but recently I've had some video ideas that need me to actually have a second lapel mic, and that one can be wired. So, long story short, I'm gonna go pick that up. Ah, so there you are, my sneaky friend. There is the lapel mic itself right there, and the battery pack. Got it. Got him. Me and my friend were catching up, and it actually reminded me to tell you guys that I'm gonna be going in for acne laser surgery on Thursday. So one day after you're seeing this, so tomorrow. And my face is going to be literally bleeding red all the way from top to bottom for 2 weeks. For the first about a week or so, it's very brutal. So look forward to those videos. I'm really excited about that. I'll show you guys each day as it transforms and whatnot over time. But there may or may not be 2 videos this weekend. We'll see, because I'll be very busy. All right, back home, I'm starving.
Waves upon waves upon waves of crisp, delicious, poppy, snappy popcorn.
Oh, and some tofu, and some broccoli, also some onions, and a little bit of some mushrooms. This is the dinner, my friends. Tofu, veggies, and popcorn. Let me give a quick shout out to my girl Jacoby over here, going to town on her butt. And also a shout out to my man Popcorn, because guys, seriously, if you're cutting, popcorn is such an advantageous food, at least for me personally. It's like $2.30, this specific popcorn at least is $2.30 per bag, and you can freaking eat 3 bags of it, and it's like 750 calories. For me, that's awesome, because there's so much more volume to this than eating, say, like 300 grams of potatoes or something like that. Also, if you're vegan, there are quite a few brands that actually don't make their stuff with butter. They make them with like olive oil. Like, for example, Orville Redenbacher has a natural kind that is made with oil instead of butter. So that's something you can think of. And then very soon on the channel, guys, I'm gonna show you how to make this tofu like this. And the video is gonna be titled How to Make Perfect Tofu, because everyone asks me, but I want to keep, you know, addressing it in vlogs. I want to make it a full video so everyone just knows how to do it. While I'm eating, I'm going to answer some of the clients that I do have. There are a ton of open spots for anybody who's interested in 8 or 16 week macro coaching. I can guarantee you that whatever your goal is, I can get you on the path to making that happen. So if anybody's interested, I'll leave the links in the description below. You can find that on beyondtheweek.com for the coaching. So in total now I have remaining 741 calories, and that brings my macros all the way up to 260 grams of carbs, 58 grams of fat, and 129 grams of protein. So for the sake of how long this video is, and for the sake of me editing this video right now after I eat and after I coach my clients, we're gonna wrap it up right now. I have that 750 left. I'm gonna eat just a very standard meal like I always do. It's probably gonna be exactly the same thing you guys just saw with the tofu, just probably like rice or something instead of popcorn. But yeah, that is a day in the life of contest prep, and it changes every day because, you know, YouTube has so many different like kind of jobs that I have to run. I wanted to bring you guys along with me. It's starting to get really hard now, and just more energy put out and stuff. It's getting a lot harder for me, like, you know, like keep motivated and stuff and stay on track, but I'm doing it. I'm making sure that I'm doing everything I need to do. It's just kind of grinding a little bit more, but that's what this is all about, you know, like pushing through any sort of adversity, because I guess prep really kind of like tests you, doesn't it, Jacoby? It kind of like tests your willpower, right? Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And if you want to help, you know, help the channel grow and whatnot, share the videos, share any video that you like on your Facebook or anything like that with your friends. That really helps the channel out a lot. And if you're not subscribed to the channel already, make sure that you subscribe, right, Jacoby? Other than that, Team Beyond the Week, CT.
Lift heavy or die, MIRIN.